I want to do a video on just my response to watching this video pertaining to Cynthia G, who had this white man come on her channel and basically share his opinion on black men. And my thing is, it's just like, I feel like most of the time, with these kind of situations, I've seen it before, where white men come on, usually divest their spoiler channels, they start talking or whatever, and, I have never really talked about that because generally, I think one time I may have said something about it, but I never talked about the specific situation. I sometimes feel too embarrassed, really honestly, to talk about it because it's like, oh God, it's things that we wish just didn't happen sometimes, in my opinion. Things that are just like too uncomfortable to really talk about. But I've gotten better at talking about things that are just really cringe-worthy, really honestly. The main thing in this case is just that I feel like I can talk about it because she's not a spoiler and she attacks black men swirlers, she attacks black women swirlers, she attacks everybody because she's having a hard time finding a black man, so she takes it out on everybody basically. Um, so I just wanted to chime in. I feel like, honestly, with that whole video, I do not have an issue with white people saying something negative about black men or black women. I really don't. I don't care. Because to me, it's like this: white people are not black. So they can't tell us what it's like to be black. So, I mean, like, you'll never be a black man. So, how can you put the value in being a black man if you're not a black man? You can only say what you think a black man is, but you don't know what it really is because you're not a black man. So you're talking out of your butt. Let's just be honest. That's why I never take white people's opinions on black people as honestly anything to take seriously. Because why would I take something seriously of someone that's completely ignorant on the topic? They're completely ignorant of what it is to be black because they're not black. So you can't put any value on it. Your opinion is just invalid to me. Um, but I don't mind if they have an opinion. Because to me, I'm like, well, you have your opinion and you're entitled to your opinion, and that's totally fine, you know? You have every right to have your opinion. I'm not going to be upset about that. I never do. I mean, people have thoughts in their heads, they have opinions in their heads, and that's cool. My, problem is generally a lot of things pertaining to her channel and pertaining to what it took for her to get to this point and the impetus to allow this man on her channel to basically speak of black men in this way. My thing is this: when we attack black men and we act like black men are bad in one way or another as far as character because they are black, what is the difference between a white man and a black man? The difference is race. So basically, you're saying the thing that condemns the black man is being black? Okay, so then you do understand that the thing that condemns you as a black woman is you being black. There's a major reason why he obviously comparing, black women to black men, that's fine. Comparing black women to white men is fine. But comparing black women to white women. Well, we know how that is. So, I mean, you trying to act like you're bashing black men. No, sweetie. You're bashing yourself. And the thing is about that is like, she was letting this guy on to bash black men, but she didn't realize or forgot for a sec, or I don't know, forgot that she was black too. She forgot that if he's attacking somebody who's black, a black man, for being black, because the only difference between him and the black man is being black, what is he saying about you? What is he saying about you in respect to you being black? You are the same thing as him. He's your image and you're his image, just in the female or male version. Even though I must say that Cynthia G does look a little mixed, but that's a whole different topic. And I don't really want to get into that. But the point is, in my opinion, it's just like, why would you let someone on who obviously has voiced a negative view of people for the basis of them being black, and you are a black person? Why would you let them on? And the reason she let such a person on is because of her anger and issues with her own personal problems with black men. And it's like, this is often, obviously, what causes all those dang gender wars that people like her love to create. Because what they like to do is basically be angry all day long at swirlers and divestors. And when I say that, I mean black men who are swirlers and black women who are swirlers. Over here, I do not make a distinction because we both do the same dang thing. Point is, she has such anger against her own people that she's willing to let some racists come on her channel and disrespect black people because she is angry at the fact that she can't find a good black man. Well, I don't. If your anger has taken you to the point where you are willing to go basically to the KKK to have black men condemned because you can't find a black man, you got to reconsider how bad are your feelings. Your feelings are getting so warped and negative over not being able to find a good black man that it's like, you know, you can't even think clearly enough to make good decisions on your channel, not to let people who are insensitive and racist against black people on your channel and not let, basically let them crap all over you. Because that's the thing with when people let white people come on your channel to disrespect a black woman or a black man, all they're doing is crapping on you, you dumb motherfucker. Seriously, you don't realize that you are obviously being disrespected because the only thing they are making a distinction here is race. You are a part of the lesser race that they are disrespecting. So, pretending that you're a smart woman and you are making these dumb choices, I got to really honestly reconsider. You seem like a really dumb idiot to let a racist on your channel condemn black men in such a racist way, trying to say they're violent, trying to say they're nuisance, try and say, that they are undesirable, they're lesser men, that they can't compare to a white man. Honestly, I mean, like, I'm a swirler. I'm divested. I do not date black men. I'm not attracted to black men. But I would never accept comments and statements and people on my channel to disrespect someone because they are black. Because I'm a black person. So I'm not going to let another person disrespect anyone for the basis of being a black person. He's not disrespecting them because they are men, he's disrespecting them because they're black. He's basically saying that this race is lesser than his race. And you let him just sit on your panel and talk like that. This is what I mean with mammies. They always have a problem with themselves racially, in the sense where they feel they are lesser. No one with a good self esteem is going to let a white person come on their channel and disrespect black people for being black and not realize they're disrespecting you for being black. You knew deep down that he was disrespecting you for being black. You just agreed that you were a lesser human being. And that's what's so embarrassing. What's embarrassing to me as a black woman is black people just sitting on their channel letting white racists basically disrespect them for like over 30 minutes and just being like, oh, well, he's talking about black men, and I'm so angry at black men because I haven't found the right black man in my life, and I'm disappointed in that. So I'm going to let basically the Grand Dragon of the KKK come on my channel and just disrespect the men, the black men, and me, and everyone who's black. Like, you can't be that dumb. You literally can't be that dumb to not know that's what's going on and that he was literally disrespecting you. He was literally being racist. He was literally a bigot. And you basically are an idiot, a self hater, and just a piece of scum. Being honest, you're just a fucking piece of scum. Because what kind of idiot lets a racist sit on their panel and be racist to black people while being black? Only the lowest of the low. And I've heard some other stuff about this lady, and I'm guessing, yeah, she does seem like the lowest of the low. Maybe that's why she can easily be convinced that black people are lesser people, because she's a lesser person, but that doesn't mean all black people are. There are different classes of black people, there are different classes of white people, and that's that. I just, like, honestly, like I said, what bothered me in that was just obviously, if somebody is attacking someone based off being black, they're racist, and you shouldn't let them continue being racist on your panel if you're a black person and you're claiming you don't hate yourself. Goodness. Like I said, I like the fact that she's not divested or a swirler. I can actually talk against this. Because on other channels, I could not talk against this. Because most of the time, those channels are divested or they're swirlers, and I don't want to talk against my own. I'm a swirler, I'm divested, I just don't watch. Honestly, being completely honest, that's when I stop watching the live. That's when I stop watching the video, is when I see somebody who's white that's put on that platform and is dissing black people. Because their mindset is basically not going to be, oh, it's your gender and your race. It is not going to be that way. It's going to be the whole race. No one makes that distinction. I mean, to convince yourself that people see it differently is just weird to me, honestly. We're all black at the end of the day. You can't try and act like your gender is gonna make a difference in that regard. Racism has been in society since we came to this country, were brought to this country, the 1600s. So, I mean, like, you shouldn't be shocked that people are racist, but and I don't think you should be hurt by it either. But, you shouldn't be like agreeing with it, accepting it, and basically just letting them have a space to speak like that without a rebuttal, without some kind of dissent, some kind of way of showing that that's not true, you know, something of that nature. You don't just let them just basically subjugate to you and basically imply that you are a lesser human being and that your race is a lesser. race, basically, we already know that a lot of people feel that way. And that's fine, like I said in the beginning of this video. Some white people feel that way, some Hispanic people feel that way, some Asian people feel that way, that black people are a lesser race. But the thing is, if you're not black, you can't really say whether black is a lesser race or not because you're not a black person. You don't know what it is to be black. You are just guesstimating, okay? Most likely, obviously, you're wrong. And I know as a black person, you're wrong because I am a black person and I know, basically. But the point is, you don't just let somebody disrespect somebody of your own race for being black. This man is not and was not disrespecting black men for being men. He was disrespecting them for being black. The only difference between him and a black man is color, is race. And you mean to tell me that because they are black, their behavior is going to be different? No, that's not true. That's funny to me that someone would imply that. We can see white people in our society. Many of them are just the same as what they're describing. Yet you're only going to talk about dysfunctional black men. They're dysfunctional white men too. Like, everybody can be bad and everybody can be good and everybody can be in between. Race doesn't define this. Race doesn't define personality. Race doesn't define character. Race doesn't define success. Race is just a skin tone. Race is just phenotype. And I mean, yes, people can prefer people because of that phenotype differing for different people, and they have different types. But on character, like I said, race doesn't define your character. It just doesn't. And any idea that it does is from a racist mindset. I don't subscribe to that, and any person that does, I'm not going to really, I would not support or try and co-sign just because I'm angry because I can't find a black man, or in my case, a white man or Hispanic man, my preferences. Um, but yeah, I just feel like in all, this lady is just extremely hurt, extremely self-hating, and extremely pathetic. And yeah, that's all I really have to say on that. She's a mess. And I've seen her before and I don't really like to watch her, honestly. But this is just completely embarrassing as a black person. Extremely embarrassing. And that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Bye.